If you ain't in the field while you street talking, we be running it up while you sleepwalking.
All right, so boom, let's get it, man. This your boy Saint Thorough.
It's your boy Remo.
And this is NFL Podcast. Reem, how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling great, man. We got some special guests.
We back
I'm
at
always
it.
happy to have special guests.
We back at it.
Yeah.
Took a little break. Had to get things in perspective. Plus, it's my birthday, so we went up. Had to do that, take care of that. It was my birthday, so we went crazy. So now we back at it. Before we get into this segment, this is sponsored by Horsepower. Pig Horsepower, 0.20. You can get it anywhere, but you can get it from me. Tap in if you wanted to tap out. Shout out to Killer. Shout out to Sugar Dugger. Let's get it. Yo, in the building we got, who we got in the building, Rick?
We got the newest.
Because this is, because we normally do we do music, we do sports, right? We didn't really jump on this segment yet. And this is what we like. We like this.
Yeah. This is what we. This is a new segment. This is a new web series.
Okay.
That we bringing to y'all.
Okay.
And everybody know how I feel about the web series.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
But I'm gonna let our guests introduce their web series and who they is.
Okay. Where we gonna start at?
We gonna start right here. We gonna start right here at Skizzy.
Okay. You know what I mean?
I'm Skizzy Scars, man. Y'all already know Fort Greene represent the first side of things.
Fort Greene first side.
You know what I'm saying? We doing Red Hook series, man. Okay. Introduce y'all to Q real soon, man. We definitely coming.
Say that. My brother over here.
Big G, Red Hook G, you heard? I mean, Red Hook series, we coming, man. Representing Red Hook all day, born and raised.
Say that.
That's where we at.
All right, say that. My brother over here, let the world know who you be, man.
Yeah, my name Amir, represent Patterson Boulevard. Stand up, you heard?
Jersey.
Yeah, that way.
Jersey.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah, Red Hook series, man.
Say that.
We about to light the streets up, you heard? My character.
Jersey like Brooklyn like Jersey. Let's say shit.
Yeah.
Patterson is nut ass niggas out there.
You already know.
A lot of nut ass niggas out there.
That's a fact. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. My guy right now next to me.
All right, man. It's Yuma.
Yeah.
We coming straight to you with this Red Hook series, man. It's lit. It's an honor working with my guys, man.
That's what's up, bro.
Know that.
And then we got my dog over here, the brain. Yeah. Pause. The brain.
Willie, a.k.a. John, Red Hook series, cinematographer, writer,
the whole shebang.
editor,
look at that, etc.
colorer, whatever
etc.
You know what I'm saying?
Wearing
but
multiple hats.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to my man Todd Paperwork, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my bro from heydays.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Facts.
Todd Paperwork, go tap in with him. He got merch. He got all type of things coming out. Todd Paperwork. You can follow him on the gram. So look, who want to start this off for me? Cause this is dope. I tapped into the trailer. Right, and I said off camera, if the quality is not what and I'm just saying, I'm not speaking for everybody, I'm speaking for myself. If the quality up to mine, I'm tapping that shit. That's not, yo, bro, what is that? I'm gonna get to it. It was sent to me, right, because we had the conversation on the phone. I'm not sure who I spoke to, who I was on the phone with.
Dave.
Oh, my guy Dave. Shout out to Dave right here. So Dave was, so we was tapped in. Dave sent me the trailer, and you also sent me something else. Yo, look, I tapped on it real quick. I said, I thought I need to watch it. I was trying to watch the whole shit. Because when you see something good or a song, a snippet, you thirsty, you go look for it or whatever, it be on TikTok or whatever. Now you want to find the song.
That's when you know
I was trying to Shazam. Yes, they'll tell you how I am. I'm open. I'm showing niggas like, yo, bro, we got to tap into this.
After that,
Right, so when he got it, I said, that's locked in. Tell me how this came about. I need somebody to tell me how this came about, how this was put together, the timing, the patience, the blood, sweat, and tears. I need the blood, sweat, and tears of this. This shit ain't easy.
Nah,
this shit take a lot of patience, personalities crashing, timing with everybody in life. How the hell did this happen? Because I'm trying to get one together too, and I need the patience and shit like that from. Cause this shit is real.
I'm gonna be 1,000%, man.
Talk to me.
It's organic and it's ordained by God. Gotta give it that first.
Mm-hmm.
When you come on the Red Hook series set.
Yeah.
I'm talking about from the seasoned actors
Okay.
to the new actors. They pushing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no hateration, no holleration in this dancery. You feel me? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like real talk. Like you
Okay.
get on a set and everybody's family all the way down to the clothes.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Instant.
Yo,
It was instant.
It was instant,
it
right?
came just like it was
first,
synergy.
the
Yeah.
first read.
Okay.
We all clicked.
Everybody meshing and getting in where they fit in, doing what
Yeah.
they're supposed to do.
Yeah, man.
First read.
Yeah, the first read. Maybe almost 10 years ago, I put together a series called South Brooklyn.
Okay.
That was the baby of what we're doing right now. And
South
then
Brooklyn.
2 years ago, talking to my youngest son, because my youngest son is one of the executive producers.
Oh shit, dope.
You know what I'm
Keep it in
saying?
the family. That's
You know what
right.
I mean? So big up Paperboy Ty. So I'm writing it, rewriting it, and I'm sending it to him. He's 24 years old. So when him being 24 years old, he's gonna tell me what it is or what it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
He read it.
Definitely gonna
He's
let
like,
you
yo,
know.
daddy, shit kind of sturdy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, word? He's like, yeah. Send it to Dave. I'm like, yo, Dave, what you think? Dave read it. He was like, yo, bro, when did you find the time?
We got
You
something.
know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, listen. Grab whoever you're going to grab, start casting, X, Y, and Z. I'll put everything together. And that's the mastermind behind the casting.
And that's the next thing. How did that happen? Because now you got to find out who's fitting who and
Right, so
the
Dave,
special parts.
just so I can say my name, Dave Quinones, producer, casting director.
Let's be clear, Dave.
Yeah, so me and John like kin spirit,
Mhm.
right? Like I could feed off of him, he could feed off of me. And once I saw what I saw, I already knew who to grab instantly, but you had to make sure that, because we don't want to just come with anything,
That's
right? We want to make sure that we have a professionalist type of thing that's going on. So when I casted, I reached out to the personalities that was jumping out at me.
That's
You
what I
understand
wanted to
I'm
know.
saying?
Which, okay.
It was easy to cast a Yuma. It was easy to cast a Amir.
I see he got carried the
Right. It was easy to cast
see
a
how-
Skizzy or LeVar, because those characters are real characters. They're not, the way that it was written.
They're not fictitious.
It's
He said that.
So you went,
Authentic.
so you went,
That's what
so
he
you
said.
went right. You went right into the mind. This is
So
who
I'ma tell you-
This is who I see
I'm
in this role.
gonna tell you exactly. For one of the characters, we changed the name to Yuma.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? We changed the name from another name to his name
Okay.
because and his name.
Well, his name is
name's actually G.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how. And then they home team. We
Right.
from Red Hook. We represent Red Hook. We've been there our whole life, and we know what it feels like to be in these streets. And this is a different type of thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So to bring it to a professional level, and to bring it on this type of format, to bring it to y'all, is beautiful when you say things like, "Yo, I was looking for it, boom, boom," because we know we're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that's how all of that came about.
All right, so boom, right? So now how do you script for like who played what part, like, because it'll be like, for instance, like when I'm doing a video, sometimes I might see somebody else doing something different opposed to what they doing. So I'll be like, yo, bro, I need you to be, you know how normally you'll be behind me there, but I need you to be the person who we run up on or do something to.
So
To play a different cat, like.
that's more so up to your director to
Oh, okay.
shape that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, me casting, I'm looking for the person that can act out the part. Cause sometimes it don't come natural. You gotta get an actor.
You gotta get okay.
You gotta get somebody that can feed you those lines, read those lines, be articulate, and most important, comprehend it.
Right.
Because then now you're turning yourself into somebody else.
Right.
And then the director's job is to bring that out of you.
Right.
So if you're too laid back, that might not be the part for you. For some gangster nigga that's, you know what I'm saying? That might not be it for you.
Right.
So it's up to the director to feed that person. And if they don't get it, you tell the producer, yo, he gotta go.
Okay. So
That's
It's
how that
funny y'all speaking on that
yeah,
part because
yeah.
one of the parts of the dude that's in there, his name is Black.
Okay.
And that's what they call me on the street, Black.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm reading, I'm like, yo, son, why you ain't just let me,
Let you be.
you know what I'm saying? Let me be,
That's
do
just
me.
who I am,
Right.
right?
That's a perfect
Nah,
example.
you'll be too comfortable.
That's a perfect example.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He said that, it just resonated different. I'm like, yeah. He casted the shit out this shit, bro.
Yeah, I see that.
Like,
So,
everybody is
what
What was the
crazy.
timing process of that though? Like how?
But hold on, I don't want to. But for somebody that who don't know like me, basically the director is bringing the talent out of the person.
Yeah.
You looking and saying, listen, I see something in you, and I'm
Yep.
thinking you bring that
So,
out.
so the producer's job is to bring everything there. The director's job is to bring it out of you.
Right.
The actor's supposed to, you know, you start acting and the director say action, and then you start to do what you're doing, and if it's not what it's supposed to be, he's gonna say, all right, cut. Listen, I need you to be like this. I need you, come on, like, and sometimes you might get the line again. Yo, read that. What it say? Boom, boom. All right. That's how that goes. That's how you.
Yeah,
pull that
tap in all you upcoming directors and filmmakers. You know what I mean? You hearing it first. So give me the process of making this whole thing together. Like, how did the concept come about? Like, what? Because you know, every day you got to put more and more to it.
You gotta talk to the brain.
Yeah, the brain. But how like
It started from my life, so.
Hurry up, man. Yo,
Nah,
because I want to know what was your mind at with this shit? Because this shit is
so-
intense, man.
So we
And it
all
was like a movie, not to cut you off, bro, not to cut your wisdom,
Look.
but it gave me a movie vibe. This is
Right,
serious.
right, yeah, it is.
But it feel like a straight 2-hour joint.
so
Before
Yeah.
you start, we have history though. We've been doing this for a little while. We ain't just jump up on here.
Okay.
And we got a series, right? We had some bruises.
Okay.
We bumped our head a couple times.
Bumps and bruises.
We got some teachers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got some failed moments.
Mm.
And then that it grows into, you know, a beautiful
thing.
tree out of the concrete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Willie. Go ahead.
no.
Yes.
But so for me, transitioning from and all of us know that transitioning from hustling, being in the street is probably the hardest thing you can probably do. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't a wild cowboy in the street. I just like money. So I used to just get to the money and go home. I you know what I'm saying? I was a father at 19, but they'll tell you I jumped off the stoop 13, 14 years old. I had a pack in my hand. So for me, running around the neighborhood and watching certain OGs and I watch how they move. So when I got to creating the Red Hook series, I'm like, this is this person, this is this person, this is this person, this is this person, this is this person. Not in its entirety, but I'm thinking about the people that I was around. And I'm going, okay, this is this person. So when you see a Yuma, I know a Yuma
Really
for
know him.
real.
That's why
So
he
so
said
when
what he
we
said.
when we passed Yuma the ball, Yuma was like, I know this guy. So when you see the opening of the trailer and he's over on top of the dude, and you see him do this, that's really Yuma. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't just thinking about the writing. It was thinking about the characters, the nuances and the duality that I wanted to bring to the characters. Like with Skizzy, you know what I'm saying? Making her Q and making her P's right hand man. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's different because you would think Q would be his homeboy.
It'd be a dude.
Q would be a dude. No, Q was Skizzy. And I'll give you just a small little backstory. The way Q and P meet in elementary, P is having a fight and Scars jump in. That's how they become best friends.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you're gonna see some of the nuances as the series keep going.
Ooh, this shit gonna get intense.
But-
Listen, man, y'all better tap the fuck in. I'm telling
Far
you.
from who she
Red
is.
Hook, man.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's why his cast is so good. That's why his cast is so
It
right.
ain't too old.
and I'm trying to tell you some shit.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? But to shoot it, we shot it in 8 days.
What?
8 days.
Entirety?
We shot
Whole season.
all
First
5 episodes in 8
y'all
days.
monsters. So
How
that means
much hours
everybody's
was-
on
how
their
much
team.
hours
So
was
we
y'all-
talking about 12-hour
Yeah.
days.
Wow.
We shot, and you don't shoot in sequence. So if you get ready to shoot a show,
You gotta tell them that.
and you're getting ready to shoot a movie,
Yeah.
and you start shooting in sequence,
Yeah.
you already fucked up. Excuse my language.
You 4
You know what I'm
months.
Speak
saying?
your mind,
Yeah.
brother.
don't worry
You
about
already
it.
fucked
NFL.
up. You have to be able to break down the script, understand what's in that script, and then be able to say, okay, listen, it's 5 scenes in this apartment, it's 3 scenes in this hallway. We shooting these 5 scenes today, these 3 scenes today, that's 8 scenes for the day. But you might have different characters for all of those scenes.
How many hours we got wrapping that up?
12.
12 ball. That's a
You
12
talking about 12? So you talking about 12? So what we do is we go. It's 34 scenes. It's 48 scenes. We break it down to 5 scenes a day, so we can know how many days we shooting. 6 scenes a day, depending on how big the scenes is. If the scene got heavy dialogue, then we set that to the side. That might just be a 1-day shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that might, because it's heavy dialogue. But anything that got the
Heavy
little
dialogue, yeah.
little thing here, and then where a lot of guys mess up too, like on their web series and all that, they don't understand.
Speak about it, brother.
Rule of third. They don't understand lighting. They don't understand.
What we was talking about off camera.
Establishing shots. They don't
Yeah,
understand.
it's
Even if you
important.
can't get an establishing shot the way you want, you still can cheat it. They don't know how to cheat shots. They don't know how to do certain things. So like when you look at that shot, when you see Shamel that plays the cop,
Okay.
and you see P and they sitting in a restaurant,
Okay.
and you see him talking to him with moving the fork, that shot was cheated. We had to literally move tables and all of that stuff in order to actually get the shot. So for the most part, when you're doing a production, you got to just keep in mind that, yo, I need to be as productive
Yes.
every day. Because even Dave would be like, sometimes, yo, we could just get the shot. And I'm like, Dave, we're not going to rush it. I'd rather
Dave was getting
spend.
out the way sometimes. Let's just get it out the way, Dave.
I'd rather spend the extra $250 and get it the right way,
Okay.
opposed to we rushing it and nothing is set up the right way.
I feel you, brother.
And that's what they mess up at.
Yeah.
They don't pay attention to everything that y'all got here is everything that you need on the set
Exactly.
in order for it to look the way it looks.
Look.
So
I ain't gonna do it if it ain't that look. Then we
Right.
got it right.
You know what I'm hearing? Y'all got some veterans in it. They've
Yeah.
been in the wild, you've been in the
Yeah,
wild, so y'all got a lot
some
of
guys that's
know-how
hands-on with
and
the shit. They
experience.
hands-on.
Yeah, and yeah,
It's
y'all
important.
like
and
it.
then I shot it all in 40 millimeters. So
Go ahead.
let me just give y'all this.
Explain that.
So
Elaborate.
the Godfather movies was all shot in 40 millimeter,
Classic.
right?
Legendary.
Certain movies like I Robot, certain movies like I Am Legend, they are shot 40 millimeter. They shot 65 millimeter. They shot, so they're not shot 35,
Okay.
50, 85. They're shot with these lenses like Cooks and whatever lenses that you, $20,000 lenses, so on and so forth. So what I did, I went down a rabbit hole and I started looking at lenses that complements those other lenses. So I wasn't looking at, oh, let me go get a Rokinon because there's a cinema lens. Let me go get a Rokinon. Oh, let me go get a Zeiss because there's a cinema. Or let me go get a Canon cinema or Sigma cinema. I started looking at lenses that had different character to it to make it feel
Damn, I
a
ain't had
certain
nobody
way.
break down the camera like this.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
lens, bro. That ain't
The
camera.
lens, excuse me.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even the camera, the
So
lens.
because most people when they
Be
shoot,
clear.
they're not looking for the characteristics. That's why
Wow.
you'll see somebody on a film set. They got a lens that look like this, the size to fit in your palm, but they putting it on $100,000 camera. But the character of the lens is why they using it.
Wow.
So you like, yo, why they got that little cheap lens on it? No, that cheap lens just gave you a look that you're never gonna get because if you don't understand it,
Right.
you know, most people they're gonna shoot it. I want it extra sharp. I might want my highlights to have a little bit of roll off on it, opposed to using a Pro Miss And just to get it a little softer, I might find a lens that has that softness around it. Go back into post, put a little sharpening on it, and then that was, you know.
All y'all that's watching it.
Yo, I'm
teaching
trying
y'all
to tell you,
how to get around
breaking
all
this
that
shit down, down,
20,000,
down.
30,000. Pay attention.
Breaking
Pay
it
attention.
down.
Breaking it down.
Breaking it down.
That's why I
What's
call
happening?
John the visionary.
Yes.
You get what I'm
Brain.
saying? I
Professor
know you call
X.
him the brains behind it.
The
but
brains.
I really give him that title, the visionary.
The visionary,
That's
you
his
see it?
superhero power. You feel me?
Okay,
And you
yeah.
see why.
That I said, y'all came in like X-Men.
You see, and
Y'all
Dave,
came in like X-Men.
Facts. And Dave is the magician. You dig what I'm saying? Because he
Okay.
makes shit happen.
Okay.
But John, you just seen why I call him the visionary.
Yeah.
How he just broke that shit.
Yeah.
And he just took us to school that quick.
Yeah. So tell me real quick, being that you know, you got the mic. Tell me what it is working with these brothers. Like, you
Yo.
know, keep it a buck too.
Nah,
I
1,000.
know-
I'm gonna keep it
I
up.
know it's been
Yo.
rough days too. It ain't.
Nah,
It's been
with
a couple days.
Hey yo.
No, it wasn't
nah,
no days when
listen,
niggas was like,
yo,
yo, come on, man.
12
Nah,
hours.
nah,
12 hour days.
Yo.
Everybody
We
scheduled.
break, we
Yo.
break,
Like other
we,
shit to do.
That's the
we
crazy
take
shit.
lunch breaks and go
Yo,
eat as a
that's
family
a
and all.
fact.
Like
Yeah.
a real nine of fizzy.
Yeah.
Yo, they already got everything to the glue.
Like,
Like,
it's no
yo,
way.
you gonna do this at 1 o'clock. You gonna do this at 2 o'clock.
We
you gonna do-
running out of
and
weed,
it's like
giving
that.
each
You
other
get in
weed,
there,
like we really
word,
family. Like,
Yeah.
word life. It's
That help
that's why it's so
everybody.
And that's
easy.
why y'all wrap that shit up in 8 days.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, even when we cold, yo, my car,
Right.
I parked my
That
car
part.
right here by the house
Yo,
so you can warm up.
Ain't no
like,
divas.
Wouldn't
Ain't
have been
no
able to go in 8 days if we ain't have no
Everybody
good
working
sacred
for
Yo,
the
vibes.
common goal.
real,
Right.
real talk. Real
Yeah.
talk.
Love and
That
respect.
Yo, they even got my son in the film. You
Everybody
get
on
what
a
I'm
common
saying?
goal.
Oh, you got a little man in
Like,
there.
yo,
That's
and,
what's
and,
up.
and that's what I'm saying. They didn't even know, like it's a whole family affair, and that's why it's magic. Because ain't
Boy.
nobody here for a check. We all
Right.
here because we here for blood. You feel
Yeah,
me? Like
'cause you
literally.
love it first.
Yeah.
That shit gonna come. I keep
Believe
telling
it.
To
niggas.
even
When
get-
it's love with it,
Yeah.
to even get picked by them, handpicked. Like it ain't like we went to a
yeah,
cast
talk
and
about
to-
that.
To,
Was it a
have
list of
somebody
people?
think of people for something special to them, and your name come across
That
mind.
way. That way.
Nobody else. Just
Right.
I want you for this part. It's
I
no
need
other
you.
option.
Yeah, I want you.
From
and me.
Yeah.
these two.
Yeah.
That's a
Yo, that's how.
lifesaver.
That's what I'm
So
trying to
was
tell
it
you.
was it like a list of people or was it a
No list.
No,
no
list.
rap?
We literally
Just
got the
handpicked.
call.
Yo, I know who
we
what.
want you.
So
Then
basically,
this
so
is-
Dave,
I'ma
so
send you
Dave,
the script.
so
Tell me
Dave
the
want
name.
everybody individually.
Yes.
Dave.
From past, from nuances, from different kinds of things, I would run across John. John, what you think? Nah, I think it should be this person. And I go, nah, it's not that person. It's this person. And he go, nah, I said this person. You know what I'm saying? But it's people who we know, people who we worked with before. We got a bunch of people that's on this set that never touched the set before.
Wow.
Look,
Hey,
Yuma.
man,
Yuma's his
They-
first
So
film.
how is that? I mean, do they mesh
He-
right in?
listen,
You
I'm gonna
gotta
tell you something.
School them. How
I'm
that process
gonna
is?
tell you something, bro. It's an honor to hear them. It's an honor for me to like hear how they talking about us.
Don't go crying in the
No,
car.
I'm not.
You gonna cry in the car.
I'm trying to go viral. I'm trying to go viral.
He gonna
Let's
cry-
get
he
it.
gonna
And cry, all that shit.
It's a big honor to have these people, you know, cause we all people, like we family, you know what I'm saying? But it's an honor that you can hear all of their testimony about how everything's going on, and you like, yo, it's really happening. You know what I'm saying? When he came on this
I
set,
know, man. That's a
he
good
was
thing.
not playing. He came on like I know Yuma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew Yuma since he was a baby. Yuma.
Okay.
For him to grow up, go through where he go, because all of us got a story.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, he hit me like 2 years ago. Yo, D, I need to be on this. I got you, bro. Just give me a second, you know. Because we was off doing all this other stuff that we doing, you know what I'm saying? But when the time came for us to do this type of thing, it was time to call him. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think he could
Yeah,
do it
magic
like
call.
that.
Yeah.
As
Never
the
did it
first
before.
day
Never
on the
first.
set, he went like this. He looked at the page. He said, all right.
I know
Action.
I know
Yeah,
this.
Boom.
Oh, it was a script. Y'all had a
Nice.
script.
Nice.
Everything's
Yeah, we got
script.
Y'all had a script.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
everything's script.
Cause you know niggas be going off.
Oh no,
that
this
shit.
is
Nah.
freestyle.
Getting it-
That's
This
a good
dollar.
one.
This is about to be
Everybody-
great. This is
everybody
tap
get
in,
this
man.
one.
This ain't no
Remember
playing
this
around,
shit?
this ain't no
Nah,
freestyle
nah,
shit.
nah,
This is
nah,
real
nah,
shit.
nah,
Read
nah,
off the
nah.
book. Denzel
How
and them
hard is
niggas
that,
and all
though?
that.
Somebody
Nah.
getting the script and understanding they script and understanding
Oh,
how
yeah.
That's
have
how.
to read
That's
out like
what
this.
That's what it
play
come
a
to
game.
do.
You
He
can't
picked-
just jump in the book and
Nah,
think
we
you
have
know the
rehearsals.
chapter.
Yeah,
You
we
literally
have
have to
rehearsals
read
and
the
all
whole
that.
book. So once you read the whole script, you get to see, oh, that's what he doing. Oh, this what
Oh.
you doing. Oh, this how. Oh,
It's
we coming.
benefits to us.
All
And
right.
then for us
I
new
read-
people,
It's benefits.
John like, yo, just let it become you. Like, Ad lib, freestyle, become that person.
As long as you get the point
And
across,
that made it
make
easier
yours.
for like me and Yuma. You know what I'm saying? Even though we incorporate some of ourselves, but just to have that freedom and that
And
ability
then
to be
we don't
able to
sound, we
ad-lib.
all don't sound the same because we all making it ourselves. So
That's
everybody got their own vocabulary. Everybody got their own little words they gonna throw in there. Their own little
make
swag.
it more natural.
So
Can't
to,
beat that
so
with a
to
baseball
bring
bat.
it to the like the professional side of it, we asked them to improvise. We asked them to improv or set.
Improvise, yeah.
Yo, all you gotta do is just take what we giving you and turn it into what you like.
Exactly.
Make it a character that you see. Opposed to me going, yo, I said this, don't do that. I said this. We said, yo, Yuma, let this be you, so and so, and he could speak on how he felt about it. But that's what we wanted him to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted.
Yeah, and it came easy for me because when they switched the character name, I was going to do what I do regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But when they switched the character name, Yuma's actually my government name. I never had a nickname on the streets. I had an AKA Mad B. That's my other life.
Right.
But however, Yuma's my government name that I ran with my whole life. Like if you see me in the streets, you be like, yo, what up, you? And if you didn't know me, you got introduced to me as Yuma. I got dudes that knew me from day one. When I wrote them a letter, they like, yo, you, that was your real name?
Right, somebody never knew that.
They knew me my whole life.
Right.
Like, I thought that was a nickname, bro. That was a. I said, yeah, how you think I got caught?
Easy to find
You know,
you.
but however, it made me, you know, I read the script. They made it a lot easier for me by changing the character to that name because it's like, okay, I could act this. You know, this is whatever vision John had as far as that character, it fits perfect with the real Yuma.
So it made it made it more natural
Made
for
it
you
resonate
doing
super.
everything and saying everything.
For the most part, yeah. And then the help came from my people.
Yeah.
You know, that's where they the extra, like, you know, you forget about the cameras. That's
First
when
time-
it becomes.
first time doing it. You got the guidance of the rest of the
Yeah, get a little nervous, you know. Cam, we got a whole
It's
bunch
funny,
of people
it's
here that
funny,
you just
right?
meeting, and
Family,
everybody's
yeah.
putting their little touch on it, and you know, you checking everybody out.
Yeah.
You checking how they doing their thing. Period. And it's like, oh man, I can't play.
It's funny, though, right?
Right.
Because when we did the when we did the first reading,
Okay.
so the table reading, we everybody did and all that.
Dope.
But before that, we had did the Zoom call joint.
Okay.
So Dave comes, he like, yo, stop acting. I'm like, what? Like, yo, stop acting.
Yeah, they was doing too much.
Tell like you act.
They was
Like,
reading.
stop acting.
They was
Make it become
Because
you.
we was
like,
reading
just
word for
natural.
word.
That's
Yeah,
Paper.
like
Then
that
once
shit.
once you tell
David's
us,
the
we can-
brain too,
No,
though.
make it
Yeah,
yours.
He the brain too.
Yeah, Pinky got some.
Yeah,
brain.
you got Pinky in the brain. You got Pinky in the brain. What you do today,
What I can say I like most when
Same
we
thing we
filming,
do
though,
every day.
what I like when we filming, we'll actually sit amongst each other for the scene
Yeah.
and talk to each other throughout the scene, so we know, like, because we making it ours, even though we getting a point across, you still gotta know what this man gonna say, so you know
Absolutely.
when you coming
You
in.
can feed off
So
him.
we feeding off
That's
each
where
other
you help me
before
at,
we
Q.
even. Right, that's how we go.
Oh, Q.
We run
See,
through it
yeah.
before we even start. So then, like, say it's you walking in the room, yo, make sure you dap me. Make sure you know what I'm saying? We helping each other to make sure it look like what it's supposed to look like.
How about tapping into them emotions when it's them scenes?
Yeah, let's get into
Tap
that
into
real
them
quick.
emotions and
Real
all
quick. Before we ride, I just want to know them emotions and things like that, because I know people had to tear or something. Somebody had to cry.
So my shit, like they was going when he said as far as the relating to the character, they allowed me to name my character after my son. You did?
Okay.
So he's like my biggest muse in my life right now.
Okay.
So I, like you said, the emotion. That's how I'm able to connect with my emotion. When they call me that, I'll instantly think about my son. Even down to how my look of my character. You see, I'm the one with the red eye.
Okay.
I was stabbed in my eye. You dig?
Okay.
So I take that and harness that too that's the significance behind the red eye. Like I'm actually fucked up in that eye. So that's, you know what I'm saying? So part of my language.
I get
whatever.
now. You good money.
But
You
that's
good.
how I, like you said, connect to my character and emotions. It goes down to
Take it from what you've
the
been
real life action, all the way down to something that's a muse that you can relate to, that allow you to bring out that character to a T. Especially like I said, whatever the character pertains to. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, bro. Yeah. And that's real, because it get no realer than that. Especially with your son, like you said, the emotion from your son.
Yeah.
And then that can always bring it out.
see what I'm saying?
It's naturally. Like, it
That's
ain't like
why-
I'm acting, I'm not overdoing it or underdoing it.
Facts.
I got you, gang.
And it's easier to tap into it too. Like he said, when you trying to transition from the streets to something positive, you gonna give that emotion that I'm trying to get away from what I know.
Yeah.
So if I could do what I've been knowing, but legally on camera and make it fit me, why not? I could get paid for being who I used to be, but I don't have to risk my life doing it.
That's a fact.
That's a win-win.
You must say that all the time. He said, "Oh, you telling me I could do what I want to do and not get like."
You know what I'm saying?
You can say that all the
you
time.
beat that with a baseball bat.
I could really I love yo.
Real quick, right?
Yeah.
I got two more things I need to know. I need to know who got the worst character. Like, who's the person who? Because after every movie, somebody disliked the character. Like, like. Who would place him like, because
Probably
I even hear my girls, they get said, I don't like his character. Like, you don't even know him. You just dislike him from the characters he played.
Yeah.
But I know
villain
one
is
person.
about
Doom is the
Humor.
Tyreek of the Road
So
series.
you gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
He the
You
villain.
him. You him.
Most hated.
You the villain.
Y'all
Most
listen.
hated.
Y'all gonna love the villain though.
No, the villain always loved. That's
Y'all
what I'm trying to tell
is
you.
gonna love.
That's what
villain
makes
is
it.
always
That's
the
what
one.
makes it good. You
Yeah.
got people who love the villain, and people that love the good guys.
Right.
I'm gonna love
Some
the
haters
hater.
You
I
ain't need a
would
good guy
love.
without a
Yeah.
villain.
But,
That's right.
But y'all gonna love him so much because when y'all find out the reason why,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna change the audience perspective.
What are we gonna find out for the audience? What are we rate? How many seasons?
That's
How
the
many
biggest
seasons we
question.
got? How many
So
What we got going
first
on?
season is already completed.
Okay.
Second season is already in pre-production. So you will probably you will find out why Yuma is doing what he's doing. Second season around the third, fourth episode before we go into the
Yeah, because we need something. Because BMF is over 50 and I'm bugging out.
That's a fact.
And all that. We need something to replace that, man.
right.
Rail Hook, man. We might, you know what I mean?
is
We
that.
got it.
This is that right
This
here.
is
it.
that. We
This
need
is
something to
that.
replace that.
This
shit.
is
man.
that.
BMF is out the whip,
Telling
so
you.
we need
Yo,
something to
this is
replace
that
that.
right here.
I'ma tell y'all
man.
this.
Real
And
talk.
then some.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Word.
this, right? This is a well thought out series, and to convey it on camera, it's gonna have everybody talking about it. You know how I know?
Can't
Because the
wait.
trailer got everybody talking.
I'm telling you, shit
This is
dope.
a trailer.
It's intense.
It's crazy that it's just a trailer. Nobody don't know nothing. They just
I'm posting it on my page later on. Y'all tap in. It's gonna be crazy later
was a
on my
quality.
gram. It's gonna be crazy.
Quality
Yeah,
was
Plus,
well
you
shot,
ain't we ain't
yeah.
have nothing for downtown yet. Like you had Brownsville,
Right.
East New York,
right,
Star.
right.
We ain't have nothing
Yeah,
downtown.
Need
Red-
it.
and if
You
you
need
know
it.
Absolutely.
the his, so what we're getting right is the history of what Red Hook is, because people don't know Red Hook. Somebody asked me, "Is Red Hook a real place?" I'm like, Red Hook, Brooklyn, is etched in the history books
That's a fact.
That's a
from
fact.
the '60s, probably before that, the '40s. It's been gangsters coming out of Red Hook, from the docks to the streets to the '80s to the '90s, the crack era, the coke era, the every era. So there's a lot of stories coming from this place, and it's in each and every character. Each and every character could be a lead character. We could go off and go into another series with something else. We could make a movie with another character. We could make a cartoon with another character. It's a franchise, but we gotta show you from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And the brain got to get to work. 'Cause the brain,
That's right.
he
All
got to
the-
get to
all
work.
them different branches got to grow and
That's
go
right,
in their
bro.
direction.
This
So
is underdog era. You heard?
yes,
They slept on us for years. It's our turn
I
now.
tell 'em like
That's
I
all
always
I'm
tell 'em.
telling you, man.
I tell them
It's
all the
our
time.
turn now.
Tap in or get tapped
Yeah.
out.
Hold on,
That
I
way.
like that way he said about Red Hook being etched in stone in Brooklyn forever.
Forever.
And Red Hook, every part of Brooklyn, sometimes parts of Brooklyn get left out. I like what
Facts.
y'all doing. Y'all kind of bringing Red Hook,
Sampling
even
that
though you
shit.
know about them gangsters like Klein and all
Yeah.
them from Red Hook and certain people, but y'all bringing that Red Hook feel back. 'Cause if you from Brooklyn, you definitely know Red Hook.
Yeah, nobody never came to Red Hook. They can't talk it.
That's right.
The
I used
people
to go
that
to the
came,
pool.
they left. The name of the series called the Red Hook series, One Way In, One Way Out.
We out.
We say that. We from Red Hook, we know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know what that means. They came, we got so many stories about people coming to Red Hook and they ain't really do what they were supposed to do. Or they bumped their head, or they did something wrong, or a chick did this, or a guy did this. It's totally different.
Out of here.
It's totally different.
So when we dropping,
So we trying to do a screening.
okay.
Y'all invited.
I'm there.
So
I think
y'all
it's
want to
fun.
let the people know, or it's like private.
No, it's a public screening. It's not private. We just trying to find the right theater right now.
Okay.
So the screening is actually pushing back the release of the actual show. So the show was supposed to be released this month, but because we're doing the screening now, it pushed it back a month.
Y'all should do the screening at the where we went with Graf.
Oh, yeah.
We tell them off camera. We talk off camera.
Yeah.
Fire.
Fire.
Yo, yeah, fire. So that's dope. So you're looking for the screening, and then
It's definitely gonna be in the spring. We're gonna drop.
all right, because that's why I want to. Because I know the people want to know like when is it dropping.
It's dropping in the spring.
Definitely in May.
So like Mayish.
Definitely in May.
Mayhem. It's gonna be
So
mayhem.
it's gonna be mayhem.
I like how you put that.
That's a fact.
It's gonna be mayhem.
Nice.
Yeah. So now,
Don't get mad if I use that.
We run with that one.
now that we pushed it back, I don't know if I'm gonna release all 5 episodes that one day, so you could just binge watch the whole series. I'm not sure.
That's what you want to do?
We
Yeah,
watching
figure that
all
out.
5
So-
episodes
so-
that one day.
so- so-
I thought
so-
somebody asked me.
That'd be a
what I
fest.
was so what I was gonna do was I was gonna drop one every Sunday
Okay.
just to give people the anticipation to watch.
Fire.
You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
him something
to
to
keep
roll off. Yeah.
roll off of.
I
think
like
but-
that every Sunday.
but
Because if
now-
you give me that one thing, I'm gonna air it out.
Right.
And that's it. I might lose interest after a while. If you keep feeding me,
Right.
I'll stay tapped into
Right,
it.
right. So I'm thinking about
need to
doing it
eat.
every
I wanna
Sunday.
eat portions.
But depending on the premiere, to seeing what the audience is saying, they all gonna be locked and loaded, ready to go.
Okay.
So I'm already 3 episodes in regards to the edits. I got my second or third pass on both of them. Then once I send it to our producer, Sonny, so he can start scoring it and all that, I'm gonna start fixing all of the color grading and all that stuff.
Okay.
And I start looking for the look, because I think for me doing the trailer, I think I found the look that I was looking
It's
for.
always about the look.
Just off of the trailer.
Let's
So
be
now I
clear.
got all of my presets. I got stills of the colors that I wanted. So everything is there,
Dope.
ready to go.
That's what's up. Listen, man, it's going down. I got the Red Hook cast here with me, man. Y'all heard a lot too. We just didn't talk about what's going on in the series. We also broke down film production, quality over
Characters.
quantity, different things that a lot of you upcoming filmmakers might want to tap into. You know what I'm saying? So listen, Red Hook series, listen, BMF is out the whip. Red Hook is in the whip. Tap in, it's gonna be mayhem. You see who I got with me in the building. Remo, what's our slogan, bro?
Support the supporters.
That's it. Support the supporters. And with that being said, we signing off.
Wait. We can't sign off.
We can't sign off yet? You got some more?
I have to shout out the actors.
Okay,
Gotta
shout
do
them out.
that.
Sorry about that, because there's more
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
right?
yeah, of
And
course.
And I meant to
Yeah,
say
a whole lot
that.
of us.
Follow us.
We
Okay.
deep.
Hold on. Sorry. Let's bring it back.
It's gonna take 2 minutes.
Gad, no,
It's gonna take
that's
2
all.
Let's be clear, because I meant to say that to you 5 minutes ago.
have
Is
to.
there any more actors you want to name?
So we have leads. We have lead actors. We have supporting roles. We have extras. But I just want to shout out a couple of them. Our lead actor name is Mark Sykes.
Okay.
He's playing Porter.
Shout out to him.
Right hand.
Our lead female actor her name is Cheyenne Smith,
Mm-hmm.
aka Shy, aka Method Man's daughter.
Yo, that's what. Okay.
Let's go.
How we
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that
Shout
was
out
my
to
bad.
sis.
I didn't
Listen,
know
so
that.
I saw that, and I was like, yo, hold on. She's like, she in a building like that? Like she,
Yeah.
cause she get busy.
She the lead
I
female.
heard of
I
her.
seen her
she
rapping.
nice.
Oh, she get busy.
She nice.
Shout out to her. Yo, Meth.
We got Yuma Keta. We got Mia
The
Robinson.
villain.
We got LeVar G. We got Skizzy Scars.
That's from the
We got-
Sandbox.
Come on, help me out. We got
From the Sandbox. Let's go. We got more people.
Well,
Shamel
Burrows.
Burrows.
We got Lou.
You got
Salvador.
Lou. You got Rockstar Shaq.
Yeah.
Um,
got
We got
Fuego.
Fuego.
Shout out to
Fuego.
Rockstar Shaq, man.
Light Cutter.
Right. We got Light Cutter.
You got
We got my brother Vince Ciala.
You got
Right.
Shaquille out of Philly.
Yeah.
Right. We got
Oh, shout
Shaquille
out
Watson.
Marlon Reed, the
Marlon Reed is the
assistant
director.
director.
Assistant director.
Yeah.
We got Marlon Reed as the director.
Nagalore.
I got people from all over.
Oh,
too.
man, this is a movie, man.
I hear Jersey, Philly.
We
Yeah.
got Jamil Baneo out of Atlanta
Right.
and Texas. We got
Shout out King Ace, man.
Shout out
King
King
Ace,
Ace, who's a
yeah.
podcaster
Giraffia
himself.
Oh, he's a
clothing.
podcast? Okay.
They making
Yeah.
sure we
Giraffia
stay
clothing
clothes.
Shout out-
line.
Facts.
Shout out
First,
to all out. Let's
Yo,
get it.
shout out my
First.
cousin, man, Giraffia, man.
Yeah,
First
I'm
and
wearing
pre,
their line.
you
This is their
heard?
line right
That's
here.
a fact.
Like
Yeah.
Every
there.
scene y'all see us in, we
Shout
on
out to
they
Rich
clothes.
Clinton. This is Rich Clinton. The hat.
That's the hat. That's dope too. I like the
Yeah,
suede
Rich
action.
Clinton.
Nice.
That's
Fire,
fire.
fire.
Shout out to our sound guy Darius. Shout
Scoop.
out to
Yeah.
our lighting, Lily Greenfield.
Okay.
Shout out to our makeup.
Equasia.
Natural.
Equasia and
Equasia.
Equasia.
We got
And
shout out
LaQuasia.
Equasia,
Look,
our
Equasia
female.
and
LaQuasia.
I ain't wanna
Yeah.
say wrong.
We got shout out
Yeah.
our BTS people.
Okay.
Lens and Aqua.
Yeah, that
So
way.
We got a nice crew. Bro.
Natural, you got
Nay
Natural,
Galore,
right? Shout
right,
out
Nay.
Natural.
Yeah,
Nay.
we-
Yeah.
no, of course I got to shout out my co-producer, Nay Galore.
Right.
Okay. That's the
My
co-producer.
dog.
That's my co-producer.
Okay.
Yeah. She
Damn,
be like,
that's
Dave,
lit.
Dave, you gotta and I'll be on.
Yeah, and please go on YouTube, like and subscribe to Red Hook Trailer, man.
Please.
Yeah, tap in.
Right.
It's on
Tap
there
in-
right
Tap
now.
into all the
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all of
we
us.
got heat for y'all. We put a lot of
Follow
work
all
in
our
for
pages.
y'all.
We got
Like and
everything
subscribe.
going on.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all
And,
want to see, we got it going on, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Put your joint out there.
Skizzy Scars IG, Scars Bozeman on Facebook. Man, just go into Respect Life. Y'all go into Real Hook series. Y'all gonna find all of us. We
Yeah.
all up there every
Yeah.
day. We
Word.
showing love. We tapping in with everybody.
That's fire.
Shannon Amir, 3678 on IG.
Yuma Ketta on IG.
LG's Way, IG.
Yo, that's fire. So, how many cast members have we got in total, real quick? Like, I just want to be clear.
Dave
Okay.
know that better than me.
Because a lot
I'm
of
about to
people.
look.
How many?
Yeah.
That's gonna be recurring.
Yes.
About 20 something.
Y'all also giving other people opportunity with the clothing lines, wearing it. If you ain't ever seen the person,
So we
you see what
sponsored
somebody
by
got on.
Giraffia.
Mm-hmm.
We sponsored by Rich Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
We sponsored by a liquor called Vodkilla. We sponsored by Takao.
Damn, shout out to the sponsors, man.
We sponsored by 9520. We sponsored by Holy Ground Music Group. We inviting more sponsors, and to be honest, we know about the actors, right? Because people are asking me about acting. They're asking me, "Yo, how can I get on there? How can what can I do?" Boom,
Yeah,
boom.
please. And inform them.
So I'm trying to convey, not to sound like we come off a little bit crazy, but I'm trying to convey that we're serious about it. This is not like
Only serious inquiries
right,
only.
right. So we're not the fly by night like, yo, stand over there and say this. We're not doing that. So I'm asking for 2 headshots and a monologue. People ask me what's a monologue. That means you don't know what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because an actor knows what a monologue
Supposed to
is.
know that if that's your field.
Right. And now if you just coming out and you like, yo, I'm excited, I want to do what you do, that's something different. But we talking about lines, we talking about dialogue, we talking about getting into the nitty gritty about
So look,
acting.
not this. This is sidebar because I want to get back to that sidebar. So you feel what you? Because that's kind of similar to Kanye and Jim Jones about the PDF, right? So he felt like he should know. He felt like Jim should know what that was. You see how you said if
Yeah.
It's 35
so
with the cash.
if you in that field, you should know that.
Yeah.
Jim ain't quite in that field. Like he he says I'm the dress guard and things of that nature, but when it come down to doing the real, to selling, marketing, promoting, it's things and certain words
Right.
that said that you should know
Right.
what it is. PDF, that means 300 shots, this,
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So
Right.
a lot of people be like misled sometimes on.
And we
not
here to
getting in
educate,
field.
too.
That's
We here-
why.
I was-
That's
We
what
here
we
to
do in the
part.
field.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
yeah.
That's why we only go into that because a lot of people just be thinking this shit is just just do it. No, it's mad shit to this.
Nah, we here to
It's a
educate
section
too
to this.
because
Levels.
we started somewhere. I wasn't born a producer and know verbiage and know my lane. I wasn't born like that. So
Gotta
it's a
work,
place
learn
where
it.
you gotta go to
Okay.
to get there. You know what I'm saying? John introduced this to me. We was doing music before this. We was producers and rappers.
Oh shit.
So we come
Oh,
from
shit.
a place. We know what we're doing on that
Let
side.
me hear some bars now.
Nah, we gonna sound like the 90s.
Definitely gonna sound like the 90s.
But on the real, that's where we come from. You know what I'm saying? And then John got into this film thing. I was managing artists and doing my thing. But when he grabbed me, he was like, "Yo, I'm Dave. I'm telling you, you're gonna get
This
bit
is
by the
it.
bug."
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm like, "Yo, bro, I don't care
Bit
about
by
no
the bug.
I ain't gonna get no film. I don't want to do no film because in my mind,
greatness draw you in. When
yeah,
you see it.
in my mind though, and this is for everybody that don't know better, right? In my mind, I thought filming was Hollywood. I thought filming was like to go back to what John was saying earlier about how we shoot. You're supposed to shoot 3 pages a day in Hollywood. You're supposed to go in consecutive order in Hollywood. We don't do that. We shoot what we call run and gun, guerrilla style, or we choose how we do what we do. We don't go by the book. You know what I'm saying? So when
that's how you get them shots.
Everything
I thought, but also into the cinematography side of it, you got to know what you're shooting. You can't be like, I could hold a camera. Like me and John talk about this. We just talked about it last night, right?
This morning,
I could hold a camera and place it right to you and not know what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
But I think I got the shot. You just pointing the camera. But no, you got to know your depth of field. You got to know your shadows. You got to know your roll off. You got to know all of the cinematography verbiage that this man knows.
For some of y'all, this language gonna have y'all lost.
Yeah,
right?
but
once you get into it,
right, and we're breaking it down. Like we're elaborating on it, so we're breaking it down as well.
You got to know your stops. You got to know all of that. Me, I'm gonna stick to this producer and let my man do his thing.
Okay.
I know my lane. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to trip on them.
Right. Everybody play their part.
That's right.
That's why we did it.
How dope he is. When with the whole situation, everybody picture had to go up the promoter, so I had no headshots. I had nothing. He kept saying, we need pictures. We need pictures. I had to literally start investing in myself and start taking it serious and had to go sign up for a little photo shoot and get all of that done. But remind you, this ain't even my first gig. Why am I not on top of that?
Right.
So he kind of put that in perspective for me too. Like if we really taking it serious, take it serious.
Stay ready, so you got to get ready.
True story.
Well, as an actor, you're supposed to have this stuff, right? Your headshots.
You're supposed to have that. That's supposed to just be in the dialogue.
Those are the things they want you to send in before you come audition.
Right.
These is the things they want before you even audition.
You know what I'm saying?
But the truth is, right? Like back in the
web
day,
series / Red Hook, we smart.
Yeah, for sure.
Back in the days, used to remember them little black and white cars? They call them J cars.
J cars.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that back in the 80s and
Comp
90s.
cars.
Comp cars.
Yeah.
This is what models use. But we adopted it and brought it into the film and the acting and stuff like that. These days, you ain't got to do that. It's a digital thing. All you got to do is pay for a photographer and go do it. If you're serious.
Yeah.
And that's what we supposed
If you serious.
If you serious.
If you
You got to
serious.
invest in
That's
yourself.
the main thing. That's all it's about now.
And that's what it is.
Nobody's coming to save nobody.
That way.
You have
Nobody.
to start
You
investing
got
in
to
what
save
you
yourself.
want for yourself.
That
There
way.
you go.
Nobody else ain't gonna invest
Help
in you
yourself.
if you don't want to invest
Right.
in
When
you.
we was casting, when we was casting, people
you
was
should be yourself anyway.
yeah. When we was casting, I was like, send me a headshot. People was sending me pictures in their kitchen or a selfie.
Playing around, not knowing
But
this.
I got it. I'm like,
I
yo,
suck where I didn't even have none of those.
right.
I couldn't even find a picture. I don't take pictures.
Right.
So
But
I
with
literally
her,
had to
see-
go take pictures. Yeah.
Skizzy was handpicked though. I called Skizzy.
Yeah,
She didn't have to audition.
but
She already
but,
has
Skizzy
it.
got experience.
But
yeah.
she should know
Yeah,
better though.
Natural
Right.
experience.
no,
should have that.
but
Telling you.
but not because you're right in certain aspects. But the way I look at things, because we like yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, there's a natural
Right.
talent that's there.
Right.
Natural. You'll see it. So I saw it because she's in one of our shorts called Flashes.
Yeah.
So she's playing a reporter. So I saw it then.
A reporter?
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
playing
showed
a-
up like a
That's
girl.
a-
When they
that
met
is
me,
a
I was a whole
360
female with
female.
lashes.
She had
Oh,
she
yeah.
had specs, a dress.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all gotta watch Flashes.
A
You
notepad
see-
in my hand.
So for that, you know what I'm
You had a
saying?
dress on?
I,
Yo, I ain't even know that.
Yeah, I
Hair
can put a
up
dress
and
on, hair in a
everything.
bun.
Now I gotta go back and
everything.
watch. And I'm in this shit. That's
and
crazy.
she got
Since
a
back
close up
young,
on it
man.
too.
Yeah, I was coming as an extra and ended up earning a cameo that day.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
No
crazy.
funny.
Yo, that's
But-
crazy.
but-
Ty got me to come down.
Yo,
Ty?
Ty got Ty Paperwork.
No,
Yeah.
Ty Paperwork.
Yeah, that's my.
Ty is still
Shout out
locked
to
in.
Ty.
Ty be locked
Shout
in.
out, yo,
Yeah.
hey yo, what about Ty, real dude? Ty done got me
Nut ass.
dudes that I hired at my job, yo. Ty know everybody.
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah,
Ty's
no,
one
you
of
know
them
everybody.
dudes from the
He
street.
been like that since we was
Sit
young.
and can.
He
He
real
just
one.
always
He
been
gonna be
nosy.
crazy.
He's nosy nigga,
And
nosy
and
black
he's a
nigga.
hell of a rapper.
But
No,
he's
no,
solid.
facts.
And he wanna rap
Yo,
all
that's a
day.
fact.
Solid.
Yeah.
He's solid.
That's a
That's
fact.
real solid.
Shout out to
But-
Fort
person.
Yeah,
With
like-
his
Consider my
squeaky ass voice.
He's
Whispering
sexy,
in the
sexy
morning.
black,
Yeah.
sexy chump.
No, we got a spot
My
for
God.
Ty. We got a spot for
But
Ty.
if y'all serious about really shooting, I say this, right? And I'm gonna make it short. Invest in glass.
Meaning,
Don't worry about the body.
what's glass?
Lenses. I got this, bro. Invest in glass. Don't worry about the camera bodies. I say that because almost every camera now shoot 4K. Almost every camera.
Yeah, iPhone.
Rather you shooting in 422, 444, ProRes, whatever you shooting in, rather Cinema D, whatever you shooting in, don't matter. Invest in the glass. The glass is going to make the difference in anything that you shoot. Anybody that you hire, don't let a nigga say, yo, I know what I'm doing. No, I need to know, do you understand what rule of thirds are? Do you know composition? Do you understand what composition is?
Finesse the block.
Like,
Do you hear this?
Do you
need to be
understand what
listening.
real composition is? Because a nigga could shoot whatever because you used to shooting music videos. It's not the same thing.
Totally different.
It's not the same thing. Cause even if I'm in the rule of thirds, you dig what I'm saying? It depends on what's in that space. Right. So now you don't shoot empty space. It has to be something somewhere. So when you see niggas shooting white walls, they don't know what they're doing. It should be a picture there. It should be something here, something there. You never shoot empty space. I don't care if the Queen Sugar was a series that was on
Yeah,
OWN.
I was watching it.
They used to
What?
do
Oh.
rule of thirds where the headroom was all the way up here. But that was just the style. But I used to be like, yo, that's dope because they went against everything. But they never shot empty space. So when you want to look professional, understand something needs to be something. You don't have nothing. I don't care if you put a person in the background acting like they talking. Never shoot empty space. That's gonna make the difference between
Be
everything.
clear.
that
You
got.
hear that, people?
And make sure you
School.
invest in your glass.
Invest in that glass, man. Invest in that glass.
And
It's
that's it.
important. Keep telling them that quality. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I got a lot of dudes that's like shooting. They filming things and they need to know that. They need to upgrade life.
Yeah.
That's your life. So when I say upgrade life, I mean like that, what you do, because that's your life. That's what you do. That's your bread and butter, or it's gonna be your bread and butter.
And for everybody who can't go to certain schools and all that.
Right.
this
Yeah,
is
you
your
getting it
class
right here.
here.
Look how I just
John
be
is
giving
your
you class.
class right
John,
here.
Right.
John
You know what I mean?
he's breaking down all aspects of a
Yeah.
camera and lenses, quality, lighting. These are shit I need to
Not
tap
just
in.
schools
Gave
got
you the
knowledge,
vision.
y'all.
Wilson just got
Keep
mad
the
at
vision.
Cam
Gave you the
because
vision.
Cam came from the
Dave.
back to the space.
exactly.
Sometimes you're able to learn things on your own
Of
and
course.
don't have to go the normal route
Of course.
and come your
Of
route,
course.
but be just as good and just as impactful.
Of course.
We always say impactfulness is the way to
key.
go.
True
You know
that.
what I
Listen,
mean?
listen. I shot my sister's wedding on a Canon 5D Mark III. If you see the wedding, you would have thought I was shooting it with my camera.
Wow.
So this is what I'm saying. So it's all I did was take a nice piece of. I took a Sigma 18-35 art lens, popped it on there, did what I had to do, shot it on the flattest image that I could, went back home, did the edit, colored it, punched it up, did what I had to do, sent it to my sister. That's 1080.
1080.
You hear what I'm saying? That's 1080. So it's all about the camera's a tool, no matter what.
is.
So if a person don't know how to swing a hammer, he don't know how to use a vice grip.
Okay,
He
I
don't
like
know
that analogy of it. Yeah, you can
That was fire.
That's
You
it.
can put that like that.
Camera's a tool. If you don't
That's
know how to
it.
use
That's
it,
a
you don't know how to
tool.
use it.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to use it, you
I
don't know
could
how
jack
to
that.
use it.
I could jack
Everybody can pick up a camera and say I do what I do.
No, it ain't that simple.
but
That's
it
what I
ain't
was
that
trying to tell
simple.
niggas. It's not.
Like the rap.
Everybody can't
It's
pick up
not.
the camera.
It's not.
But they doing it though.
Yeah.
And listen, I applaud them.
They winning too.
No, a lot of them are.
You said they winning too.
A lot of them are.
Nah, we're not knocking nobody for trying.
No,
but if
a
you
lot
gonna
of them
try,
I mean, look at the rappers that's making it.
take
No
people
talent
like
is the
John
new talent.
and listen
That's
and
what I was
learn
about to
and
say.
and
No talent is the new talent.
Get it
No,
going.
no, but
They
If
hard.
you gonna
Yeah,
try.
But that's
but a
because
lot of
people
them-
don't
a
know
lot
what
of
to
them
look
women.
for. If you just looking for something
No,
regular, you're
people
gonna
are
get
visual.
something regular.
So people are visual.
But
They're
when
not
you
visional.
actually-
You know what I'm saying?
Not visional.
You're not visional, you're gonna have a different look than what it is visual. You just like it.
Yeah.
But you don't know what you like.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, back in the day,
You will like something until you realize something else is better.
Yes. But that's
That
the
too.
difference between John and a lot of
It'll-
different other
yeah.
these other guys. I applaud you. You winning. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing.
Okay.
A lot of these different guys, they don't know what establishing shot is. They don't know what composition is. They just love it.
Okay.
And you can feel the passion.
He said they just love it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That was subliminal and it was direct. Because that was bars, yeah, because they just love it. Y'all niggas be like, yo, bro, I love it, yeah. But you love the quality in it. That's what you gotta love as well too.
Yeah.
It's more than just one part of that shit. It's more like the story. You know, when they come with the story and then you hear Huz and his story, you be like, come on, I knew it was more shit. Get out of here. I almost jumped out the window for your story. Let me hear him and her shit.
Right.
And then get the, you know what I mean? The significance of it. But yeah, y'all gotta listen up, man. This is real shit. This is one-on-one right here. You know what I mean? I might charge y'all for this shit. This might be on Patreon. or something. Yeah, I might Patreon this because y'all bugging. This is free knowledge.
It's
Now,
free
but we
jewels.
give free game though in the field. That's what we about. We in the field. That's what we give up. We like the knowledge because it's power.
Knowledge is power. The more you know, the further you can go.
That's a fact.
Like anytime,
Salute.
so that's what it's based on. That's why that's what in the field is about. We in the field with everything. We tap in on everything, all sorts of
Ground
everything.
level, ground
Yeah,
level.
everything that's going on in the field.
They say exposure leads to expansion. So that's just the truth. Whatever you expose to, it would expand your mind and your thought and your skill. You know what I'm saying? So for me, Dave always called me the tech, but I always told Dave,
The tech.
he always told me to call me the tech.
Yeah,
But I always
that's a good one.
I always tell Dave, I don't want nobody telling me what I can't do. So it's different. Just like when we was back in the hood, you got to learn that baking soda and whatever, because you got tired of nigga cooking it up wrong and ain't nothing coming back. It's all in the bottom of the pot.
Shit all on the bottom. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You
So-
lost about 10 grams.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, yo, nobody gonna tell me no. So I'm gonna do this myself. I'm gonna understand it and I'm gonna work it.
Right.
And then with me doing it with Dave, with Skizzy, with Yuma, with Amir, with G, with Mark. You know what I'm saying? With Shamel,
Yeah.
with all of these, with
Yeah.
everybody that's here
Get it.
first.
Tap into that.
You know what I'm saying? With everybody there, they make this easy.
Right.
They make this easy. This days I've been on set and I'm stressed out. Yuma came over there, was like, yo, John, listen. It ain't all that bad. Just
Ease up.
And I'm like, you know what's crazy?
Working with family.
You get what I'm saying?
Ease up.
That last scene, it took us maybe like 3 different
Yeah.
days we had to shoot it because every time we
Yeah.
came down to shoot, it either rained or this side we
Yeah.
had to reschedule.
Yeah.
So he was getting, it's raining. Oh,
Yeah.
car shot. Oh, we can't put the camera on the car. It's raining. Like, yo, we got it. We got this shot. It's perfect.
But we got it. And
He get right back to
get
it.
right back to
Or
it.
he said he'll look at us and one of us would be heading on and he'd be like, all right.
And that'd be it.
Getting it. That's what it's about. Getting it.
That's what it
Get
is.
to it. You know what I mean? I don't. One thing about me when I'm doing something, they'll tell you I'm determined. He'll tell you I can't think straight.
Yeah, nah, he don't wait. He want to go. I said, hold on. You said 5. I left. I went to do it. I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's me.
Niggas go crazy.
That's
Pisces.
me.
What's your sign? Pisces?
I'm a Pisces.
That's why.
That's me.
That's why.
I'm getting ready to go buy a 21 millimeter lens in another 2 days. Like I'm like talking to him on the phone. I'm scheming. I'm like,
Oh, worry about the tapping or something right
I'm
now?
about to go. I know how I'm gonna get that 21 millimeter.
Right,
But
right.
that's me.
That right.
That's me. Okay. I got it.
I'm gonna get
All
to
right.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna get
That's
to
in
it.
itself.
That's what we gonna
Yeah,
do.
Exactly.
I see a lot of
we gonna
guys
get to
like
it.
we had a cameraman. don't like to invest in itself.
Right,
But you
that's
have
what
to
I was
invest in
saying.
yourself.
I got
you
a
have
young
to invest in
cameraman.
yourself.
Like I said, shout out to my son Finesse. It's all about upgrading, my nigga. That's all it's about. Upgrade, get to it, so you can get things going. You know
can't
what I
be
mean?
afraid though. You can't be afraid. Like some people don't like to lose money,
This my full
but you
setup.
investing.
Ooh.
So that means you expecting this. You
I'm a
expect
gambler,
yourself
so I
to
like to
fail
lose
if
money.
you
I
don't want to
gamble.
invest in
That's
yourself.
my full setup.
Whoa.
How you want somebody else to invest?
That's
in
my
you?
full setup.
That's the logic for me. I can't expect somebody to do
That's the-
something
that's
for me
the
that I won't
monitor.
do for myself.
It's the monitor.
Yeah,
on
that's the
top.
monitor on top. That's my full setup.
Let's be clear, y'all. Tap in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big boy shit.
That's my full setup.
Where my
right there.
camera at?
Ain't no
Right
play,
here.
play,
Big,
ain't no play
big,
stuff over
big
here.
boy shit. You want to
That's the full setup. And I don't even shoot like this because we be moving around so much.
Yeah.
But I was doing I think I was doing an event for my boy Ox. And he was like, yo, I need you to come out and shoot for me. I was like, all right, cool. And he was like, you don't gotta move around. So I on the tripod, I built everything out.
So you put
Built everything out.
What?
So I everything
fire.
out. So it's my full setup right
Yeah,
here.
you got the leg, got it lit.
Hey,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
activated.
But
So
yeah, that's important. That see, John is a risk taker. Where you have to be a risk taker. In
You have
business. You gotta
Sacrifice.
sacrifice. Right. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta put yourself first. You gotta do things that other people ain't.
That's
be
what I
willing to do.
started with.
So, yeah.
wow, you started with that.
So
This
it's,
what I
it's
started with.
definitely important
Wow.
to
You know
invest
what I'm
in
saying?
yourself.
And this was a handy
Yo, bro, I
cam.
tell them all the
Nah, I
time.
know.
You know what I'm
And I
saying?
show
know.
them. I don't tell niggas nothing.
Yeah.
I
That's
show
what I
them.
started with. A handy
All
cam.
this I come from me. I'm a he. Like I said, I tell him what I do, bro. Wake up,
This
boom.
all right.
Here we go.
This the visionary.
Boom.
He called me.
Here
We
we
bounce
go.
ideas.
Boom.
I'm like, yo, you sure
Here
you
we
want to
go.
do that? Blah blah blah. He
no
already,
plan.
but
I'm
he
ready to
already,
go.
he already in go mode.
Yep.
He
Go.
already listen.
Go.
I'm calling you to tell you this, but I already went over there and did this. And did
That's
that.
me.
That's why in the field we got them type of people on our platforms that come up and say what up and come represent off the love, drill, graph, all of them. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Goods.
You know what I mean? I got some dope people coming through right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about. That's why our slogan is called "Support the Supporters."
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to support what's
And it's
supporting
important
you.
because if you ain't supporting the supporters,
Support
what
what
you really doing?
support what like he say.
Bullshit.
Support what's supporting you. Like you say what? Like who like you.
Fuck with who fuck with
Fuck
you.
with you.
Yeah, I don't-
Fuck who
I
fuck with you
who
back.
fucks with me.
You
Right.
fuck with me, I
If
fuck
they
with
don't
you.
do something,
Yeah.
Stop fucking with
going
niggas that don't
way.
fuck
I'm
with
not-
you.
Damn, I'm loving y'all
People
slogan.
don't
Lame
fuck
ass
with me.
niggas.
That's a fact.
Word, so-
Straight
Yeah.
captures though.
Nigga
Nah,
ride
word,
niggas that don't
so-
even fuck with
yo.
you. Oh, that's my man. That nigga ain't never say you was his man.
They speaking facts.
Nigga never said that. I never heard him say yo my man.
Word, they
Always
speaking
you say you know
facts.
such and such. Yeah, I know son.
In any aspect we can.
Fuck with
But that's
niggas who
what-
fuck
but
with
that's-
you. That's
but
our
that's what
thing.
it's about.
Support the supporters.
Cause
That's
niggas
what
from
it's
your own
about.
hood won't even fuck with you.
Won't
but
even fuck with you.
word
But that's because
life,
they don't
man.
want to
'Cause
see
once
you
I didn't
be
know
bigger
nothing-
than them. They want to see you be
That's
alright,
a
but they
fact.
don't want to
You
see
know
you
what?
doing better than them.
That's a fact.
I didn't know.
crazy.
I didn't know
Yeah.
anything about what y'all had going. I
Just
didn't
had a
know
talk with my
nothing.
son Cash about that.
Right.
Same thing.
Right.
Dudes in the hood. The problem with people in your environment that don't support you is
Right.
because we grew up together.
That is that a
Don't
problem?
want to see you
Growing
doing
up
better
as
than
a
That's a
Together.
big problem.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a
When you
big
start
problem.
doing this on people that y'all grew together, it's
It'd be a little
50-50. They be happy,
Yeah.
but it's like you leaving
Fake,
me.
yeah, like the
So
hold
then
on.
it's the envy
I gotta
come
do
in.
some negative
Yeah.
shit now.
Now you
Yeah.
acting funny
Yeah,
when
I
it's
got
them.
negative
But
energy.
no.
No, but they
Yeah.
say you acting funny
No,
when
you're
it's
not acting
them
funny.
feeling the way.
They don't know how
They
to
don't
act
like
now.
how your
Yeah,
success
Your
is.
That's
success,
it.
you acting funny.
Your
They don't
success
know how
points
to
out other
act.
people's
Yeah.
failure, right?
That way.
So when you
But it
start
don't make the-
growing, people feel a way about themselves. You really mad because you ain't do what I did. I took the time.
That's
out to-
what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
You put the work in.
You
That-
put
They
the work
mad
in.
that you had the willpower to go put that work
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
they
that
they
didn't, that they
expected.
didn't. So now when you getting it and your
So
accolades
true.
is coming, they
So
My
true.
man taught me
he
how
wasn't
to
all
pray.
that. Like,
That's
Yeah.
just nobody
You
want to
say,
put the
yo,
work
every
in, but
day,
they want to
for good
eat
and
off
bad.
the
Real shit.
labor.
For
They
good
gonna eat off
and
the
bad.
My man taught me how to pray. When I was little, I used to think if you pray, God is gonna give it to you. I became an adult.
It's
and
Sunday
my
too, by the
man
way.
was very
Church.
religious, but he was a real certified gangster.
Step up.
But he was religious.
Most of them are.
And he told me straight up and down, you pray? I said, yeah, I pray. I grew up, trust me, I grew up a way that you won't imagine.
Right.
He like, all right, well, how you praying? What you ask for? So I told him, broke down, he said, bro, you wrong. That's
ain't
not how you
thank
pray.
for nothing
So
yet.
first and foremost, to make something big real small, he said, you always give thanks
Yeah,
and
first.
be merciful. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. Always praise to the Most High for giving you food, shelter,
Right.
life, etc.
Right.
Then
Facts.
you pray for what you want in life. But don't think it stopped there. Because when you get up, it's not coming. You got to go get it. You just prayed for the willpower.
Right.
You
Right.
just prayed when you got up. You said, okay, let's do it again. It's a new day.
At the end of the day, God put
That's
everything
when
you need
and God
inside
got
of
you though.
to go do
If
it.
he see you going to get it, he's right with you.
That's a fact.
If you praying to him for a handout, it's like the guy downstairs. You go, you catch $1 or $2. That's easy. You catch $1 or $2, but you always
It's
will
not
be
like
stuck
changing.
right there
Yeah.
because
Church.
God's seeing that you a leech.
Church.
So now you gonna stay there.
Yeah.
I love you, but I ain't uplifting shit
Church.
Right. Right.
because that's all you worth.
Right.
You worth what you put out.
Yeah. Yeah.
My little sister, you said you might get 50 cents. I used to tell her real young, ask for $5.
Right.
Right.
But then nobody go give me $5.
Yeah, they will.
Stop asking for 50 cents because that's what you worth.
Right.
She said, "Oh, my sister grown now.
Right.
It worked against
Stop
me.
asking for right.
Yuma, can I get $50?
Yeah.
Right.
Now.
He said, "Well, yeah, with a buck now."
10
But
times.
you only gonna get
told
what
you
you
that.
asked
That's
for.
right, that's
And if
right.
you don't get what you asked for, that don't mean you ain't gonna get it at all.
Exactly.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So basically, moral of the story is, dudes hating on us, or you get the hate from the guys from the hood, or where you come from, due to the fact that they mad that they just don't have that energy you have.
It wasn't them.
You have an energy,
It wasn't them.
It just wasn't them.
right? That's all.
And everything ain't for everybody.
That's
Let's
all.
be clear too. Just because you think that you can play a part and you fit the part, that don't mean that I'm gonna pick you, right? Because it comes with more than that. You might fit the part, you might do that, but your personality suck, your attitude suck, your time management is off. You follow you try to like switch up dialogue shit the way you want to do. So there's a lot of quantities that we're not accepting.
Right.
Okay, so let's be clear about this.
But that's the magic about us. Yuma would pull up, yo, y'all shooting? I'll be right back. Him and Shaq come back. Dude's got $100 bottle of Don, what you call that?
Don Julio.
Julio.
Don Julio.
And everybody just they drinking and they smoking and we on set. Dave is like, yo,
going crazy.
Dave is like,
I'm
yo,
like, y'all drinking on
you
my
drinking
set?
on my set?
What are y'all
What are you
doing?
Nah,
doing?
remember when we came to the club
Dave
scene,
Owens.
brought the
Yeah.
bottles. I'm like,
Yo,
man, pop that
What are
shit.
y'all
Don't
doing?
drink yet.
They're going
Make the
there.
scene real.
Making it
Make sure
real.
you keep it up
Make
the
it
scene.
right.
They
I
make-
get what you said.
But,
Make it
but
right.
the crazy part
If we
is
gonna make it right, we gonna
the
make it
energy
right.
be so high
Yeah.
and positive. After we rap, I go home and I look at it. I'm like, yo, you don't even know what we got.
I know.
I'm like, yo,
got
Rolling
extra
up
shit
in the
we
hold on,
don't
let me
know
finish
about.
rolling my clip. Hold
you know what
on.
I'm saying?
Wait
So
till that
now we
robbery
started
scene.
adding
Real
things
shit.
and little things, nuances that, and I promise you guys are not gonna be disappointed with this first season.
telling you.
The second season is gonna be the turn up, but you guys is not gonna be disappointed with this first season. This first season is the introduction to each character
Red Hook.
and allow you to be able to fall in love and have a love-hate relationship with everybody.
We on
Because
go
you're gonna
mode.
Red Hook.
Story though.
We
It's
on
going
go
down. Red
You
Hook
more-
serious. Listen,
I'm excited that this is Red Hook.
I was trying-
I feel like Red Hook needed.
Lit.
The home team, man.
Right.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I'm
yeah.
excited. Yeah, this is dope.
listen. I was trying to wrap up early, and that was my bad because we had more. We had more to go, which was good. You know how it go. You get caught up in this.
Nah, just invite us back, bro.
No,
Right.
you're coming back. You're
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back.
More cast,
Listen,
more
you're coming
cast.
back because we got to talk about it when it hit. We got to speak about that. We got to speak about the aftershock. Because I know it's gonna be crazy, and we got to make it into. I feel like we got to bring something.
It gotta be a regular.
Some
Like,
gotta-
yeah,
we
after
gotta-
every
we gonna do
season,
something.
I gotta come back.
No, we're gonna have a
I
special
wanna-
guest
I wanna
here.
see what
We're gonna have a
people
special
gravitate
guest
and
here.
What character and all that.
We're gonna have a
Yeah.
special guest here. And I know exactly we're gonna have a special guest here. So we can tap in. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, they into all of this.
See,
so
it's
it's
not. I mean, it's
yeah.
mine working. Right?
Yeah,
It's gonna
look.
be crazy. I already see it because this is dope right here. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Brooklyn.
Shout out
Big
to Brooklyn.
Shout out to
BK
Brooklyn.
all
Big
day.
Brooklyn.
Shout out
Big
to
Brooklyn.
That's what it's
Right.
about, man. We coming. Like what Big said. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's why I said support the supporters. That's the new shit now. We in 2025. Support
That's
the
right.
supporters. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Red Hook is the series. Y'all got to tap in. It's gonna be a zoovie. It's gonna be a Zuvi, man. You see the cast here. You heard it directly out their mouth. You got one-on-one film, lenses, cameras. y'all playing, man. This shit.
We gonna post the screening so y'all in tune with that.
Yeah, we gonna post the screening so y'all can get the screening and things like that too. And we definitely gonna let them know off air where they could tap in at, because that setup is crazy.
Beautiful, yeah.
That setup is crazy, and I think that it applied to that. So
yeah, this is crazy.
All right, so we back at it again. You already know it's your boy Sid Thorough.
Your boy Remo.
And this is NFL Podcast, man, and we signing off. Peace.
Red Hook.
Right.